I just wanted to ask you guys what your favorite part of this movie was, or the book, you know, both, and why.
With my favorite book, I really love all the stuff in the book at the end with all kind of the sea of lilies and everything. I just think it's so, like, gets you going, and it's kind of, you always know something's going to happen, so it's exciting, but it's also really sad. It really gets me going, actually. In the film, I love all the stuff on the boat because it's just a masterpiece, like it's a work of art, and I think people are going to have such a visual experience when they see it. But we love shooting on the boat. I love the way it looks on the boat, so yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I know. I literally echo what Georgie said. You know, I think the boats, you know, as the types of character in the film, it's such a beautiful kind of set and addition to the film as well. And the filming of it was so much fun. You know, it was the chance to work on something like that was such a, you just felt so lucky.
It's a big deal, yeah.
That is awesome. Actually, and you know, speaking of that, I was just going to ask Will, like, what it was like to join in with, you know, these three main characters that all worked together before. And,
yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I was just saying it was a bit like sort of new boy at school, you know, first day at school, new kid on the block kind of feel, and I was quite apprehensive and a bit. I suppose I felt quite nervous about, you know, coming into kind of like a sort of already formed group of really good friends who've been with each other for a number of years and stuff. But these guys were so friendly, they were so welcome. We got like a house on fire and had so much fun. It just made it so much easier for me, and I really appreciated that. So, yeah, that was cool.
That's great. And then I just have one for you, Georgie. How was, like, you know, maybe you didn't necessarily film the last scene of the book last, but the last scene you filmed, you know, can you talk about your emotion, like, you know, it's your last?
It was a really big deal, actually, because our last scene, because we did tons of stuff in first unit, and then the end of the film was just kind of wrapping up stuff on second unit. It was a real anticlimax, actually, but like our last scene on first unit was Skander has this huge stunt at the end of the film, which just looks great. It's like a Jack Sparrow moment almost. It's fantastic. And we were kind of filming the kind of mechanics of that, and I was just kind of up on the top of the ship. I didn't realise it was my last shot with first unit until Michael came up on the boat and started making this speech, and then I just started crying my eyes out. Michael had tears in his eyes, we were all just going crazy, and it was really weird because, like, everyone in wardrobe, everyone in makeup, they were all going to see me again for like the next 2 weeks, but they were still really upset. They felt like, you know, it's the end of something even though it's continuing, so yeah.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. Kind of how we felt reading the last of the books,
probably. Of course, yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Well, actually, speaking of the directors too, how was it, you know, what are kind of the biggest differences working with the two directors?
Well, I think, like you said, differences, they're both so different. Like, everyone says who's better, but it's like you can't even compare them.
Yeah.
Like, and also, the first two films are so different to the Dawn Treader and just the filmmaking style and everything. So I think it's injected something really different into the franchise. Them as people are just completely different. Andrew's just so laid back and chilled, and also thinks about the bigger picture. It's always incorporating effects into how he thinks it's going to look and thinking about, like, kind of the camera, everything. Whereas Michael's just so dry, it's hilarious, so British, yeah. And you can just almost see that, like, he knows his job is the actors, and he understands that, like, camera guys do camera stuff, effects guys do effects stuff. He's, like, so centered on the actors, like, with us the whole time and everything. So it's a different experience, but, you know, they're such great guys. You know, we're so lucky.
Were there any initiation things we had to put you through, you know, the first time?
We kept saying sorry all the time.
So messing up
all
so
the
much,
time. We just kept literally just like sorry.
You know what, I was so nervous.
Sweet.
My first scene, it was actually really weird. My first scene that I ever did with these guys was the audition scene that I'd done about a year prior with them. So my final audition for the part was with these guys, and it was going into the world of Narnia, and it was before it was in actually Lucy's room in her house, and that's actually the first scene I ever shot with those guys. And of course the last scene of the film is going back into that room and saying goodbye. So it was quite a sort of strange day, and it was almost like we'd rehearsed that enough.
We'd rehearsed it so many times, and then I don't think we used you until like the last shot of the day or something. Like, because, you know, there's always banter between Edmund and Lucy, and then Eustace comes in. It was just crazy to have him on set. It was like, you know, we'd never worked with him before. It was crazy.
This new guy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I loved it though. Yeah.
You don't have to say that.
Well, I guess another question about the books. I read that Georgie's favorite book is Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Definitely, yeah.
I just wanted to know, I couldn't find like any information on like what your background with the books, you know, what's your favorite one, when did you read them, like were they, you know, important to you growing up any, anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
no, absolutely. Well, when I was a kid, I read Random Witch in the Wardrobe loads, and I said it was one of my favourite books. And we were saying it's it's kind of like a rite of passage in anyone's childhood. You just read the books. And exactly, yeah, absolutely. And I think lots of people were so happy to see that the books have been converted into films because they are so popular and they're just ingrained in sort of, the culture of so many people. Obviously I read Voyage of the Dawn Treader a number of times, character research, but it's by far my favourite book. And I think a lot of people say that just because, and that's why people I think are excited about this film because it is portraying their favourite book. There's new characters and there's new kind of creatures and stuff, and it's just exciting, I think. And as you said, it's more of a magic and adventure that we saw in the first film coming back and in a completely new context as well of both stuff. So it's exciting, really cool.
Well, that is great. We're very excited. So I don't know if there's any I haven't asked here yet. Oh, I guess one, was like, I guess, what are some of the most significant themes in the movie or book, like in your view?
I think the most significant theme is temptation. I think that's mainly because every character faces its own temptation. That's kind of about the main four, I guess you could say, like Caspian, Eustace, Edmund, Lucy. Everyone goes through their own temptation and also their own transformation as well, like how they overcome that temptation kind of causes them to have a transformation in their character. I mean, for Eustace it's kind of a physical transformation, but for the rest of us it's more like emotional transformation, kind of becoming even more mature or learning something you didn't know before. So
and also subsequent to the battle and sometimes faltering to temptation, there's also a theme of redemption as well, and Georgie certainly experiences that, and Iskander obviously experiences that as well, and Eustace does certainly with the transformation of the dragon, and it's just a very sort of influential theme in the film, which is sort of very important.
I think one of the really cool things about this film is that it actually takes a lot of the things from the book which aren't played upon a lot, like in the characters' arcs. For instance, like you do find out a little bit about Lucy's jealousy of her sister, but it's not really explained a lot. Whereas in the film, it's kind of the whole arc of my character, and it's really great to have something grittier to put my teeth into instead of always playing them very sweet and very kind of all that.
Well, speaking of that, which Lucy version was your favorite one to play? Which of the three films?
I really did like playing her in Voyage of the Dawn Treader because she also got a lot more stunts, and I did like the idea of her kind of taking on a more action woman role. But then, I mean, she is sweet and naive, so of course I think everyone prefers her in Lion Witch in the Wardrobe because she's cute. I mean, I was quite cute back then. So I think everyone, so everyone, but then, I'm so embarrassed now. But so like, I think that's kind of people's favourite film for Lucy, but because that's when they fell in love with her a bit. But I hope they like her in the show.
I think most of your fans will disagree. I think we would say you're absolutely everybody's favorite.
Thank you.
Along the similar lines, Will, like was it more fun to play the Eustace pre-dragon or Eustace post-dragon?
I was so fed up of being such a brat on the set the whole time. I love being trying to play like a kind of nice-ish character, but it was really fun playing I mean, to be honest, I didn't get to play much of the transformation because a lot of that happens, it's down to the special effects room, and that happens during, time of the dragon, and Reaper Chief almost kind of mentoring him, if you like, and sort of guiding him towards a kind of a future fame than everyone else, I think, and that, it's a shame I didn't get to play that, but I got to play the two sides of him afterwards. He was almost a different person after that transformation, and that was quite cool. I enjoyed that opportunity, to play it in different dimensions to him. That was cool. It was a really fun character to play, as annoying as it was fun. It was really tough, but an amazing opportunity.
He is really hilarious in the film.
We can't wait, boy, I'm sure.
Oh no, I'm a bit nervous for this.
Oh no, well how are you guys feeling as far as like, it's going to hit this, everybody's going to see it December 10th, what's your feelings looking forward to that?
I was really nervous. Then I saw the film and it was the first time that I've walked out of a Narnia film and thought, because I've always been I'm always very critical of myself, but I came out of the Narnia of Dawn Treader and I actually had watched the film as a whole instead of just criticising my performance on the first time I watched it, which kind of, to me, makes it seem like it's such a visual experience. Like the colours, the effects, it's really.
It looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, especially we haven't even seen it in 3D, but I'm very excited. Yeah.
It's so right for 3D as well. There's so many, especially with all the creatures and just the sort of sorcery of it and all the kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but when you see it, just all the magic of it is just going to come alive.
And I love the comedy aspect of it as well, because we've never had we've never really tried much with comedy. We've kind of had a few jokes every now and again, but I mean, this guy, so funny, literally. And there's plenty of comedy from from nearly all the characters, so yeah, it's good.
That is fantastic. We can't wait.
Thanks so much.
Give us a high five.
High five, why not?
There we go.
Thank you so
So
much.
good to meet you, and it's really nice to talk to someone who's really passionate about it as well.
Yeah,
like, you know.
It's my favorite book too.
Oh,
I think it's
so
gonna be a great movie. So looking forward.
Thanks, it's been the best interview we've had so far.
Yeah,
it was
it's
good
been
fun.
really great.
Thank you so much. You guys
Thanks
too.
so much.
Thank you.
Nice
as well.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
So beautiful. I love your hair. So nice. Thank you. Okay, great. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Really nice to
See
meet
you guys.
you.
Cheers.
See you around.
Are we going